Hey, join me in what I call the anti-Google money challenge. Send me a problem that you're trying to get money for, and I'll show you why you're not finding it in Google. Actually, Google's great. I mean, it handles quantity, but it can't handle quality. And most of the people that are there are showing you the popular websites, and they're popular websites because people are spending money to get their answer solved. And what I'm trying to show you are places that you could go, websites that you could go that don't cost you anything to get your answer solved. They're not spending a lot of money trying to find out how to get on the first page of a search result, because they don't have money to do that. So I want to do is educate the public on, gosh, the real good stuff you're not going to find in these search engines. And actually, when I first came out with a Google sucks statement, Google people are real nice, and they sort of said how I was right and how much effort they're doing, and they do a lot. And I'll show you they have a website that shows you how they do search engines, how they do search the internet, and it's really more like a popularity contest, right? So everybody's going to this one site, and there's no opportunities if you're doing everything everybody else is. So that's why I want to show you, all this stuff. And also, if you use Google or searches, you have to know the exact answers. I mean, the exact question. That's why we're these question mark suits. You got to know the question. So send me a question. Send me something you're looking for money and help for, and I'll show you websites, that will solve that problem. That 99 times out of 100 you're not going to find in Google because it'll be on page 37 or something like that, and you'll never get that far in the search results. And this will be like a contest. The more questions I get, the more I'll spend research time finding you the exact websites that will solve your problem for free, so we all can use that information. See, that's what I am. I'm the one idiot in this country who loves finding those nuggets out there, and I'll share them with the rest of the country. And that's what my new service, called Grants and Crowdfunding Money Sources for people, who want to do their thing in life. So let me show you now. This is a test. This is a challenge. Send me something that you're looking for money and help for, and I'll put together a video so we all can share it on YouTube on where there's this free money just for you to get that. So you don't have to suffer through the 5 million pages or 100 million pages that you'll be getting on Google or these other search engines, that you'll go right to the help you need. That's my fear, is that people are not getting the help they really need. And the help they really need is out there. Funds are out there. Sure, it takes effort. I mean, you're not going to make a phone call and get a check in the mail, but they're there. It's worth trying. That's the important thing. If you know where to look, we get so frustrated getting, a haystack from Google, trying to find our needle in that Google haystack, and it's there, but you got to do work. So let me do the work for you. It's there. It's helpful. Send me a question. Just put it in the YouTube comments, or email me here at letsgofreeradio@gmail.com with what you're looking for money for. I'll take the most popular ones so we can solve as many people as possible, solve problems for as many people as possible, and put it back on YouTube so you see the kind of help that's out there that you're not going to find in Google. Okay, now you're at step 3 of the step-by-step process of how to find money to fix up a house or buy a new house. And this covers non-profit organizations. Okay, I'm going to take you step by step, so watch. We went to the state, we went to the city, and went to the county. Now it's non-profit organizations. Remember, I told you earlier that the government gives all this money out, and then it goes to a state, it goes to it's handed down the line. That's why having HUD is not good enough. They'll show you 1 or 2 programs, but the money goes out and goes to dozens of programs that you got to find down the line. And this is the way to do it, because these programs will never advertise. They'll never be on the first 100 pages, of Google. So you got to find them. And it's a logical process. You go to all the agencies involved. Now, here's the other part you want to do is go to your, to find nonprofits in the area. Okay, and the way to find nonprofits anywhere is a good way to start anyway is 211.org. That website there, 211, because 211 is the place where you find help from government agencies and nonprofits and things like that. So then you could just put in the website, the address, like we were looking for Bowling Green, so you could put in Bowling Green's area code 42101 or zip code, not area code. Okay, so see that these are nonprofits. And so the Metro United Way, because we don't want Cincinnati, maybe, well, let's just try this up here, whatever it is. And we search for community services. We're looking for local services. So here it asks us for our 42101. Okay, wants to select our city, maybe Bowling Green in Warren County. That's what we want. Okay, so then we let's see, which of these do we how do you hit search? Just general search. Search by name of search. Let's just browse by category or something. Basic needs. No, we want to do search by keyword. How's that? Oh, we have to fill this out again. Oh. It's always something, isn't it? Okay, 42101, area code in Warren County, because that's where we're living in Bowling Green. Search by keyword. Now that comes up, so we put housing here and see what we get. Search criteria, all words. Okay, see what we get on this. See, housing programs we have. Look at everything. These are all nonprofits, local organizations. See, home rehabilitation program, home buyer purchase counseling, building inspection, housing down payment, grants and loans, housing discrimination assistance. These are nonprofit organizations that work on these issues. Mortgage payment assistance. You got to pay your mortgage. You need help with that. This is the kind of help that's there. Home buyer and home purchasing counseling. Look at all the stuff that's here. Family permanent supportive housing, home rehabilitation loans, home rehabilitation programs. See, gosh, look here. So there's a program here. It's a veterans program. Don't forget, this is small. I mean, it'll be bigger for other places. Like if you were in Maryland, let's say, and you 211.org Maryland. Let's see if that brings it up. Yeah, okay. Now, if let me show you about the services here. I mean, that's another bigger metropolitan area where you'll have more opportunities. So that's why no matter where you live, it's going to be different. So I don't want to show you just one place where, hey, there's just a few programs there, because others will have more. So you want to search here. Can't find what you're looking for. Okay, so we want to search here. Housing. Wow, look at that. Okay, so housing. Look at all the programs. Supervised rental allowance programs. That's giving you money to pay rent. Rental assistance. I mean, look at all the programs that are available. God, housing counselor. We want see a rehab. My baby going to rehab. Let's see if rehab is in there. Home rehab. See, home rehab, repair, loans, grants, home rehab services. Let's see what that has. Home rehab, loans, and grants. Look at, okay, here. We have 32 programs. See, I'm sorry, 23. I get a little dyslexia here. Yeah, that are available. And that was
grants and loans only. I wonder what the services are. Home rehab, okay, repair services. So these are probably free services that repair for free. Okay, there's 34 of them, free services. So that's what I mean. It's unlimited. None of these popped up, when you hit Google. And that's why it's so important to do that. Now, there's some other federal programs.
Okay, now this next interview shows you the power of the internet, man. How it gives power just to the average person to change lives, change your own life, change lives of others. Now this is a guy who was really a hockey player. He didn't even finish college or go to college, I think, because he was playing hockey. And then he got into surfboarding. And actually, he wanted to go to Manila or somewhere in the Philippines to go surfing. And because of the devastating hurricane they had, it wiped out villages, communities, or whatever. So he just sort of like parachuted in over there to see if he could help. I mean, he's not a rich guy, or anything like that. Just felt, hey, I need to help. I mean, there's so many people that need help in our country or other countries or in the world. I mean, we're all living in this nonsense together, and that's why we're here. The comfort is that other people can maybe help you. I mean, that's so neat. So that's what he wanted to do, is go over there. And this village that he landed in, man, they wiped out everything. There no more coconut trees. They had nothing to live on. That's how they lived, was on the coconut. So he started a business right in this little village with no money again for them to make coconut oil, and right there, instead of like harvesting the coconuts, sending them to the States or some other place that processes, then the farmers get very little money. What he's doing is with appropriate technology, not just big monster equipment, but just hand kind of equipment to make the oil themselves and market it that way. And he's selling it on the internet. That's right. And he's crowdfunding on the internet with that. So that's what I mean. It's just knowing a little skills to get that. It's not skills at all. I mean, for your nonprofit where you are, whatever, your local public library will show you how to do that. You don't have to hire some expert or some 12-year-old nephew. You could figure this out yourself because it's getting easier and easier all the time. It's sort of like learning to drive a car. I mean, imagine when we were all riding around horses at one time. And then these cars, whoa, how are we going to do that? And now it becomes so easy, and the software is easy, all the roads. Before, with the first cars, there were no roads, right? So the idiots about the first car had nowhere to go. And the horses were faster. But eventually, this new technology takes over, like the internet. You maybe the last time you tried, if you're new to this, you go, oh God, it's so complicated, I'll just use a pen and pencil or whatever. But no, it's becoming easier. Stay with it, because that's where the opportunities are. And not only solve problems for yourself, but to solve problems for other people too. What could be greater than that, than coming out and being Superman? And we all have that talent now to be able to do it. The tools are there no matter who you are. You don't have to have a lot of money to do anything or solve problems in the world. You don't have to lobby Congress to get things solved. You can do it yourself. So watch him. Watch how he does it. Will Lauder. Is that it? Lauder? Lauder. Lauder. Okay, Will Lauder, a professional hockey player, right? At age 16. Well, that's terrific. But now, man, you went from hockey player to surfer to saving the whole goddamn world now. Man, but what you're doing is terrific, I think. And it's how do you say the city? Help me. What's the?
Kapuluan.
Kapulan?
Kapuluan.
KapuluanCoconut.com. And that you're selling coconut oil from the Philippines. And you went over to help after a hurricane and saw these impoverished coconut farmers that lost their livelihood and everything. And so you're really starting them to not only farm, but to make coconut oil there. So they're getting more of the rewards for their product. Instead of a penny on a dollar, they're getting a lot more than that from every sale because now they're in business. And you single-handedly did this with no PhD, no connections, no NGOs, or knew nothing, just helicoptered in there somehow and started it. All just from your heart is really what it's about, isn't it?
Right.
You're making it happen. Man.
Yeah, it's just an extension of an experience that changed my life. You know, it sounds cliche.
Yeah.
I say that all the time, but it's meaningful.
Well, that's the only reason to work. Why can't we? I mean, that's right. Now you have a meaningful reason to get up in the morning and can't wait to work so fucking hard for all these people who really need it, right?
Absolutely. I mean, whenever you have a shitty day or something goes wrong, you know, I think about my friends in the Philippines and what they've been through, and you know how difficult some of their lives are and the challenges they face. We got.
So sitting in traffic for an extra 5 minutes really is probably maybe the worst thing that happened to you today.
I have a car. I mean,
right. Yeah. But more importantly, you got a passion to get up, to do something productive with your talent and your skills, and you're using the heck out of them, right? To help, you know, could be thousands or even millions of people someday, you know, that are in poverty over there as coconut farmers. But your coconut oil is terrific. And they're making it right on the ground there in the Philippines. They're not selling coconuts here, right? And making it here in the United States. You're making it there, so they get a bigger piece of the action. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just basically letting them make or helping them to make better use of their existing resource. You know, right now, most often they just sell the raw coconut, or they produce a product called copra. And it's very low value, and they're exploited. So.
And it looks like you're using appropriate technology to make the oil there. I mean, you're not bringing in big, you know, billion-dollar factories or something like that. I mean, there's sort of like handmade technology you're doing. Is that true or not?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we wanted to have like a quadruple bottom line and include culture as a part of that. So, you know, you go into these impoverished communities that they've had sort of a way of life for a long time, and it's simple. And you know, sometimes we think about that and think that our life or North America or whatever is better, but then we often want to go vacation in places like these because they're tranquil, they're quiet, they're peaceful, they're beautiful. And you know, to go in and say that we have a better way and that we're going to build this huge factory and put everyone in white jackets and stuff like this is ridiculous. So have, you know, a great impact on the community, but very little or no impact on the culture, and really just, you know, work hand in hand with the farmers to make better use of the resource in a manual way that, you know, promotes teamwork and is gender neutral and just fits right in with the community. So,
do they know what gender neutral means?
So, I mean, but what you have is this copra or this coconut industry, and it's very difficult. You know, it's hard work. They're climbing up to the top of these 100-foot trees, and it's tough work. And most often, women cannot be a part of that. It's just.
But now they're a part of it through the manufacturing process out there, right?
Absolutely.
Is that what you're doing? Yeah. So how'd you get so smart to do all? I mean, you just sound, you know, so intelligent and creative, you know, to see the bigger picture of things. It's so easy. And especially a marketing guy. I mean, what could be more ruthless than a marketing guy? That's what you were doing before.
But I think marketing is sort of changing. It's evolving, and it's more about a conversation rather than just trying to drill a message in. You know, it's a two-way thing. It's not just one way anymore. So it works the storytelling and sort of what we want to do in terms of our objectives in the Philippines, but also just how we treat everybody, you know, and trying to make our experience great for our customers, for the farmers, and for everybody who's a part. So
no, I think you're right. I mean, watching the videos, whatever, it feels so more. I mean, the community involved and all that kind of stuff that it's easy to make fun of when you live in a big city in the United States, but boy, it really makes you feel more alive. I mean, when you watch your video on your Indiegogo site, man, you feel, God, why can't we all live like that? And being comforted by other people instead of having to wake up every morning and think we have to fight the hell out of everybody. What a waste of energy. We're all here with the same problems. Yeah, and you found that already as a young man. I mean, that's amazing that it's so great. I mean, I think you should be honored for finding this so early in your life. Yeah, to be able to contribute so much, and feel that you're making a difference because you see it. I mean, these interviews with the people you have on your website are, boy, they're obviously their lives are changing. They had nothing before you came there because the hurricane took everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm fortunate as well. Things happen in life, and I just ended up on this path, and I wasn't really expecting. I was actually working on another business before I went to the Philippines after Typhoon Haiyan, and it just stuck with me. I just couldn't forget it, and it was there for a reason. So
yeah.
But
what was the other business?
It was like a tech sort of business. It was a mobile and web application for surfing and snow, specific properties. So it was kind of Airbnb kind of thing, but more focused on experience. So
yeah, well, that's more yuppie kind of stuff to do, right?
When I started thinking about what I wanted to do with Kapuluan, it wasn't really very hard to just let that business slide a bit and start doing something more meaningful.
Well, good for you. Now, how can we get the oil? Now, are you packaged and ready to ship now, or is it going to take some time?
Yeah, so we have a raw organic coconut oil on our website right now that people can purchase. And what we're doing on Indiegogo is implementing this handmade DME coconut oil, and that's the objective in the Philippines.
DME means what?
DME means direct micro expelling. And
see, I didn't go as much school as you did, so I don't know what all this means.
It's a way of processing coconut oil that was invented by a fellow by the name of Dan Etherington. He's got a PhD from Stanford University. And he's basically dedicated his life. He's an agricultural economist, and he's dedicated his life to not only the coconut, but using the coconut to alleviate poverty. He's developed this system that we're implementing where it's the manual.
Oh, wonderful. So that's the campaign on Indiegogo. And what's the bottom price to get in on? Yeah.
Well, we'll plant a tree for $5.
Oh, wonderful! So $5, I could plant a tree.
A plum tree, and that was our original sort of plan, was to do this 1-for-1 program.
I see.
Tom's Shoes and some other companies made it sort of famous. So for every time we sold our coconut oil, we're going to plant a coconut palm tree, and that's being done to help the farming communities recover from the destruction of Typhoon Haiyan. And now Typhoon Hagupit, which last year destroyed another 30 million trees or so. And then obviously sustainability. And we have these global warming issues and carbon emissions and all this kind of stuff. So planting trees helps that as well. So it's really sort of covers a few bases.
But how much to get the new oil that's coming out?
$14.
$14? Well, that's nothing. And could I get it for Christmas presents too? Or not?
That'd be, coming into holiday season, there have been some people placing some bigger orders, backing us for, I'm sure, gift giving and that kind of thing. It's perfect for that. Everyone loves it.
You'll be shipping in time for Christmas?
Just after Christmas, actually. Yeah,
okay. So we could give a thank you card, a little note or a picture or something, under the tree. You're going to get your coconut oil.
It's really, the coconut oil is fantastic. It's the world's finest quality coconut oil. It's the freshest, the fastest processing in the world, handmade. But the real thing you're going to be giving or contributing is helping to improve the livelihood of these coconut farmers and just making the world a better place, better standards for coconut farmers, planting trees. We're really trying to do a lot.
Yeah. So, but still, it's got to be better product, because if you're making it right there, you're not shipping the coconut to California to put it together or something like that. It's all done right there. An hour after it's picked off the tree, it must be a hell of a lot better. Yeah. Well, Will, it's so nice you're there helping the world and getting so much out of it yourself, because you're selfish, really, because you love all that hard work. And you go to Kapaluana, right? Something like that. Kapaluan. Kapulan. Coconut.com. That's where you see Will's video and all the beautiful people that he works with in the Philippines. So thank you so much, Will. Take care.
Thank you very much for having me, Matthew.
Okay, you see these things here? They're called resistance bands, okay? My wife uses them. And, you know, I don't know, what are they, for sissies or whatever? Man, watch this video and you see how wrong I am. I'm stupid again. Because these two young guys, they're just out of college or undergrad, they're still in school actually, you know, have new, you know, active wear that you wear when you exercise, and it has this in there. So every time you're moving, you get the resistance, you know, so you're strengthening yourself so much better and faster than not having that. You know, that's silly. And actually you cut down your workouts by 20%. So, you know, instead of an hour, it's only 45 minutes and you're getting stronger. And one of the things, see, one of the two guys you're going to see in here is an Olympic fencer. You know, he's a silver medal Olympic. I never met an Olympic medal winner. And this young man, you know, in fencing, he said when he started using this, his skills just skyrocketed. I mean, he had a coach or something that suggested this, and he just went up the curve incredibly. Man, that's enough. I could be using this stuff now, no matter what I think in the back of my mind that I'm a sissy or whatever. And that's what's going on with technology. But more important, these two guys see it. So they see a way to make it happen, to get everybody, you know, to be more powerful, faster, stronger, and do it with less energy because you're using resistance bands. Yeah, and it's in not putting this on. See, I don't have to know I'm a sissy if I have it in my pants. Nobody can see it that way. Yeah? And you get it. It's genius. One guy's actually studying in med school. He's probably going to give it up. No, because this is going to be so big. They already got $100,000 or more on the internet raising it to make the materials that they want to make. You know, because it's so good. You know, and people think it's so great. And we need things like this. You know, because we got to get more active in life. Man, we're the fattest country it seems in the world. And it's hard, it's difficult. And I was a short, fat kid, you know, and that's why I run every day, man. I don't want to be short and fat. I want to live and have energy for the rest of my life, and I want it to be a long one. And that's a key to this. And sure, you know, I just don't eat much, but that's hard. And to me, the only way I could stop eating a lot is if I exercise. Somehow, if I exercise a lot, then I get the motivation not to eat. It's a struggle in our country. We all struggle with that. I still see myself as the fat little kid. And everybody looks at me and see dat cow or something. But I fight it every day. So these two guys, see how they did this and put together. They didn't have expertise. Man, they're barely out of school, not even out of school. Didn't know anything about all this stuff. It doesn't take big companies to do this. Take somebody with just an idea. You follow through the idea. You find the help and expertise you need to make it happen. That's what makes it happen, though, is you having the idea, not you with all the knowledge and expertise to make it happen yourself. No, you just have to have an idea. Then you go out and grab the information and expertise and whatever for next to nothing. It's out there sitting for you to ask for, to ask to use it. But you have to believe that you can make it happen. And even if you don't, heck, you learn, because then you do it again. That's what's so neat about crowdfunding. Man, it costs nothing to put a website and get $100,000. If you don't get it, you try it again, right? Like anything, you learn to walk, you fall down, you try it again. Anything new you're going to do in life, you got to fail a little bit, so try it again. And now it's easier to do that than ever before because everything you try doesn't cost money. You don't need the experts, you don't need all this kind of nonsense we used to need to get through in life. Now it costs nothing because of the internet. So watch how they're doing it so you can do this too. Well, Keith and Frank, but more importantly, RxActive.co, not com, but .co, and you guys invented like Superman pants, haven't you?
That's right.
You put on these pants when you want to go exercising, man, you turn into Superman. So what's the theory behind these pants? They're terrific.
Oh, thank you. Well, basically, RX Active is developing functional fitness wear with built-in resistance. So it's kind of like taking resistance bands that you exercise with and train with, except taking them and sewing them into the clothing themselves. So no matter what you're doing, as long as you're wearing RX Active, you're getting that increased resistance, and therefore you're getting stronger, faster, and
stronger, faster, cheaper. And you're saying like what is it, like a 30-minute workout you could do in 20 minutes because of this?
That's right. Yeah, we've actually tested RX Active and we've measured the amount of the actual amount of resistance that it provides. We actually found that your muscles get activated about 20.
So these are bands within the pants. So as I'm moving, I'm hitting resistance in my pants, and so I'm expending more energy, getting stronger, faster. So that means if it's 20 minutes and a half hour, if I go to the gym every an hour a day or something, I get down to 20 minutes, and then I can spend 20 more minutes in the bar, right?
Right, exactly.
With my new body, picking up chicks, right? But I mean, and this isn't just superfluous stuff to you. I mean, it's not snake oil or anything. This is real stuff. I mean, you guys are scientists. Frank, I mean, you're in the beginning of med school. Now you're making so much bloody money on this thing, you're not sure you're going to finish.
Well, not yet.
And Frank, you're an Olympian. And when talking to you earlier, before we went on the air, man, you said that your capacity as an Olympian athlete increased so much by using resistance bands. Is that right?
That's completely right. I used it extensively to train for the for the Beijing Olympic Games, and my performance blew through the roof, and I won a silver medal there. And that's why we're such strong advocates for RX Active, because I think anybody will have amazing fitness results when they wear it.
Wow. So in other words, each pair of pants comes with a guarantee certificate that I could get into the Olympics.
We're not going to go that far yet.
Or maybe it will. But I mean, you guys have the science behind this. I mean, I see the data on your Indiegogo campaign. And by the way, that Indiegogo, you're like 1,000% over your goal already.
Not quite, almost there. Thank you.
That's better than you did in grad school, isn't it? But it really is. I mean, you went to the research laboratories that measure all this stuff and really have good quantifying data, not just a snake oil salesman like me at late night TV. Yeah, make $1 million. I couldn't get that data like that. That's why I would get some guy who made $1 million in his garage, show you him, and hope other people do it. But you have data, man. The numbers talk. And that's phenomenal. And you said, now once you do with the pants, I mean, there are 2 sizes of pants, correct?
Yes. Well, actually, there's 2 styles currently.
Styles,
We're actually adding a 3rd one, which is the full-length style, very shortly.
Oh.
Each one comes in all different sizes, so
I see. So the sizes are unlimited, but it's the style. So you have one above the knee, below the knee, and the full pants will be out soon?
Yep, that's right.
Now, will this work? Will you get top, tees or something like that too to do that? I mean, upper body, or is that not practical?
That's the next thing. So that's the next thing that we're working on. We just want to first focus on the pants and perfect them, make sure they work, absolutely fantastically, and then we're going to take the same technology and apply it to the upper body, and that'll be out sometime early next year.
And to get into this, what is the basic price? We could still get in on your Indiegogo campaign.
Right now, you can still get it at $90.
Wow!
After the crowdfunding campaign is over, it's going to be $124.
So I could get into your pants for $90. I mean, buying the pants. I guess that wasn't the right way to put that, but for $90 now, and then once they go retail, it's like $120 or $130 or something like that. So now is the time, huh?
Yeah.
And so they're like, the fabric has the bands within them. Is that it? It's hard to conceive without watching the video. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Get on that Indiegogo site and you see the video.
Yeah, that's right. So the bands are actually stitched directly into the fabric. So actually, a lot of the fabric itself is made of these panels made of really, really thin elastic strands that are running through them, and they act just like a resistant band would.
So it's not like these compression shirts that, like girdle shirts that I wear as an old guy, so I look like a Hulk. It's not that kind of stuff. These are actually like those exercise band, resistance bands within the fabric that when you move your leg or something, you're resisting, so that's building up more muscle power for you, right?
Exactly.
Right. Wow. So what made you think about it? I mean, Keith, is it because it all came from you and trying to get a silver medal, or was this before that?
No, the credit starts with Frank and his classmates from med school at NYU. They recognized a need when they were working in the clinics.
I see.
Yeah, actually the original idea was to use this as a way to help people who don't have healthy exercising habits.
I see. So it was really for healthy rehabilitation and things like this, more as a clinical sense. So now you don't have to, for that market, you don't have to make the pants sexy looking, right? As opposed to... right. Well, that's terrific. And there's 3 levels. You get in it for $80. And when are you shipping? I forget again. When's the shipping date?
So we're shipping our first units before Thanksgiving, and then everyone's going to get theirs by early December.
So they'll get them before Christmas, everybody? When did you say, when you're shipping?
We're shipping the first units before Thanksgiving. Everyone's going to get their units before, or sometime in early December. Definitely before Christmas. And
yay! So it's a Christmas gift. All your
perfect Christmas gift.
Right, exactly. All your chunky friends. It's a way to say, hey. Or actually, help them to be more healthy and strong. I mean, I find, I'm 72, and the more fit I am, and just the more I get out of life every day. If you're overweight and your muscles seem tired, you're going to be tired, And so, man, if I could just walk around the house on these things all day and get extra muscle strength, man, that's for me. Well, you guys are terrific, and it's rxactive.co. And you get to your website, that's your main website, and that will link to Indiegogo, right? To watch that video, because once you see that video and that little lady you have pushing that big whatever it is around the gym, you'll want to be in good shape too after you see that, and get a pair of your pants.
That's right.
Well, thanks for the Superman pants, guys. And that's rxactive.co. Take care, Keith and Frank. Great guys.
Right, thank you so much, Matthew.
One of the greatest things about the internet is that, we're all struggling in life, trying to find the best way to do something or solve a problem or whatever it is. And now, when each of us finds something unique that's special because we, through trial and error of doing a bunch of things, we find, hey, this really works. It makes my life better, healthier, stronger, richer, whatever it is, we could share it. And make money out of it too, because we don't have to go to big corporations and talk them into, investing all this money and things like that. We just go to like a crowdfunding site and see if it's working, and if it is, they give you money to go and build it and make it so you can share it with the world. And that's why, God, it's never been like that. It's never been like that, I think, in this country. And before, you had to go to some big company or be a fat cat yourself to make things happen. And now, see, I think we could, grow as a community or as a culture or whatever it is so much faster because we could share the best things we have with each other faster. I don't have to wait. If you find out a new way to cure back pain or something, and you have to convince some drug company manufacturer or something like that to do it, and then 2 years from now, maybe I got it. No, hey, this is a good idea. You go on the internet, it takes you a little work or whatever to put up a website, blah, 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 blah. You say, hey, people are cutting me money. Okay, now I'll go make it, because it's a great idea. See, and this interview is like that. It's a guy, we all have back pain, right, sitting around. He's got a little stool he made that cures your back pain. I mean, as I get older now too, I mean, I want to keep going for the rest of my life, you know, and I exercise every day and things like that. And I feel, God, the body's really made to last for a long time. It's how we use it, right? If we're not abusing. So I'm trying to, at my age, get back to what I call factory recommended settings. What was this, you know, because I slouch, I sit, and I walk funny or whatever, all that kind of stuff, but the body's not really made for that. It's made for something, you know, one way, you know. And so that's what I'm trying to get back to. And that's what this stool does. It shows you what your factory recommended settings, that's like rebooting your computer back to how you got it from the factory. Worked great then, but as you use it more, you screw it all up, right? Well, the same with our body. So how do we get back to the factory recommended settings? And this is, you know, one of the answers. So if you have an answer like this for something, anything, how to make money, how to travel, how to do anything, man, so use this model, because you can make money out of your idea and get other people using it faster. So we're growing, you know, at a faster rate because we're taking ideas and discarding the old stuff that doesn't work faster instead of us all suffering. No, you can share your ideas with everybody faster. So watch this. Well, Sarah Beardmore, and you're with Zammy Life. Zammy Life. Now, what does Zammy mean? What is that?
Zammy actually is derived from Japanese.
Yeah,
it means beautiful sitting.
Beautiful city, but you make stools to sit on. What are you talking about? A city, man? Oh, city, sitting on a city or something. Anyway, but it's a nice, beautiful word, though. So, SammyLife.com, that's where you find these great stools, and it's really all about posture, isn't it? Man, I'm an old guy, you know, and I'm wondering, how do I keep this body going for another 30 years? And it just occurred to me a couple of years ago, it's really getting it back to factory recommended settings, right? Because
exactly. You've got to restore the body.
Yeah, because it's built to last almost forever, right? So as long as you're doing it right, it'll keep working for you. And that's what your stool does, right? Instead of sitting up slouching on my goddamn chair, right? I sit on your stool, and I can live another 20 years, right?
That's what we say. Yeah.
And I can sleep better. I can exercise better. I can hit a golf ball further. I can go out and learn surfing now if I want, right? Right, it's just an ingenious thing. I mean, so this stool, because it's built in a way that it corrects your posture, you know, and most of us sit for hours and hours looking at goddamn computer screens or whatever. Yeah. So where did this idea come from?
It actually started with an orthopedic surgeon in the Netherlands called Piet van Loon. And he was seeing more and more children really coming into this
children?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the age that he saw was getting younger and younger, probably because of the iPhones and the techs.
Yeah, I see. Wow.
He was like, we've got a problem. And so he met up with quite a well-known designer, Rujan Koka, and they teamed up to create this double convex form, which essentially aligns the body and activates the core. So it takes the pressure off your spine and also off your legs. Compared to when you're sitting on a regular chair.
And then also, I see people on the video, you got a great video now. Actually, if you go to the website, right, ZammyLife.com, I mean, you see the video there too, right? And that shows you, I couldn't believe, you know, you could use it as an exercise tool too, right?
It's great because you can stretch your back midway through the day when you need a break. There you go, you're bending back on these Zammy. Right. We don't recommend it for people.
No, it sounds ideal because now, I mean, it seems like, I mean, back pain. I mean, everybody seems to have back pain. And the data I've always seen is that 99% of that back pain is caused by the way we lead our lives. It's not any genetic thing.
Yeah, it's all, it's a matter of how you've been sitting and your posture from a very young age. So.
And so now you have a simple stool of anything. You know, you think you'd have a stretching machine or something. No, it's just something you sit on, right? to do this. You don't have to buy all that equipment or any of that kind of thing. You just have to know how to sit all day. And you figure that out. These smart doctors out in Holland figured all this out for you. And you had a crowdfunding campaign that did terrific. Man, you guys are like 300% over your quota. Yeah. Did you? So that was exciting. And you run that campaign too. So did you get half that extra money you made or what?
No. It was a slog. It's the first few weeks you're working really hard. The start of the campaign is so important, and that really drives the rest of it. So
right. And then once you catch the wave, man, you just keep going. You mentioned earlier before you're a professional surfer, and I think life is like that. I mean, how do you catch a wave, to keep going? Because otherwise, if you're stuck in some lousy job or something, the wave is receding. The water's going out, and you're trying to scramble for something. Yeah. But the idea in life, I think, is what you did as a living. Is just trying to catch that next wave. And if you're not strong enough to catch the wave, you need a stool, man. That's what it's going to keep you strong enough to catch the next wave in life. So you can keep going. I mean, there's no reason, I think, not to keep going forever if you're healthy. Yeah. And this helps with no medicine, no doctor visits, no... just a stool.
That's what we're trying to do. It's more of a preventative measure.
Yeah, it's I mean, how we live our life, how you treat your car, how you treat your body. I mean, that will take care of a lot of medical bills in the future. I mean, I believe I try to stay away from those professional doctors, and they just want to give you drugs or something. That'll screw up something I don't even know about because they don't know about it either. Well, that's wonderful. So now, actually, you have a deal on it now, too, because once it gets out in the market, it's going to be like $300 or $400, right?
Yeah, $399. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So now you can get it because you just got finished with your crowdfunding campaign. It's only $299. Yeah, and you're going to ship it in a couple of weeks, and you'll have it, and a great Christmas present. Anybody complaining in your family about an aching back, man, because it's a compact, and it's a beautiful design. I mean, this is artwork. It's not just a stool, like to milk a cow or something. This is a work of art, the design in this thing. So one of the partners is a designer, huh?
Yeah, he's got some permanent collections in the MoMA Museum.
No kidding.
He's really good. He focuses on minimalistic designs, and obviously all the materials are sourced in Europe and it's made there. So we wanted to keep it as local as possible.
Wow. So it's made in Europe, and you said you had a problem with delivery because they take a month vacation. Those Europeans know how to live, don't they? We're crazy here in America. We work our butt off and chasing our tails. We don't know what the hell we're doing. That's right. We need the stool more. We're behind a computer screen more and more, sitting down, and we got to take care of that. Man, I know so many people complain it stops their life. Just because of a back pain. Doctors can't fix it. Half the operations I've seen data where just don't fix anything. You have a back pain operation, you have a 50% chance that it's going to fix anything even. But people still do it. What the hell? They don't know what else to do. All you here needs $299, you get a stool. It'll save a $30,000 operation, your life, years of happiness, and doing more things, contributing more, loving more. What could be better than that? All in a stool. Well, that's just wonderful. And you're about to ship the first group, so anybody orders now, it's not going to be long to get it. And you'll certainly be here by Christmas. So many people on Indiegogo and things like that, crowdfunding stuff. Sometimes people wait 6 months before they get it. But you guys now, you're all set up and charged out, and they'll be out there soon. So you could go back to Hawaii this winter, right?
So, yeah.
Catch some waves. Well, that's wonderful, Sarah. Thanks for doing all this work and letting the rest of us know about this great stool. That's really, it's not a stool. I mean, that's a bad word for it. I mean, it's a health product. Yeah. And you go to Zami, Z-A-M-I, life, Life.com. And Zami in Japanese means what again? Great life or what?
Beautiful city.
Beautiful city or sitting?
Sitting.
Oh, beautiful sitting. Well, that makes sense. I thought you said city before. It's that Australian accent. You know, I gotta clean out my ears. I'm an old guy. Beautiful sitting. Well, how appropriate is that? That's wonderful. Well, it's nice to have you tell us about beautiful sitting, Sarah. Take care, and everybody should go to ZammyLife.com or beautifulsittinglife.com, but you'll never find it that way. ZammyLife.com. Take care, Sarah.
Thank you.